Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be doing our March ink and pen pairings. I think I'm only going to have about six. Yeah, I think we have six right now. I usually have a lot more than that inked. But for this month, I figured, you know what? I'm going to be very intentional with what I ink because I end up inking so much and not using all of them or only using like one, two, three pens consistently and just write like a sentence or two in the other pens, which defeats the purpose. So let's go ahead and start. The first one is what is it? Tucci. I don't know how to say it. Tucci wheat. It's from Tasha, and I'm using a little spoon to make our swatches. Hopefully it works out. This is the first time that I've actually used this one. Um, let's see. Okay, I mean, it somewhat works, right? Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, and I inked it with my Sailor 1911S standard size. This one has the Kobe nib. It's 14K gold nib. And I believe this one is in medium fine. Or is it hard fine? Not sure. Let's go ahead and check. But I really love this brown. I am not in love with really, really dark browns, the ones that you almost would mistake for black ink. I I have some of those, but I rarely ever use it. I like, and I don't like super light brown that you could barely read. So this is a good shade for me. It's actually perfect. Okay, this is a hard medium nib. I'm not in love with this nib, but with the amount of money I paid to purchase it, I better be using it. Okay, let's take a look. The next one that we're gonna swatch is, I believe it's gonna be Vinta in Mascara, and this is one of my newer inks, and it's also called Violet. Yeah, I initially put this in my Benu Talisman, my Sakura colorway. Um, it wasn't a fine nib, and I wasn't really in love with the combination. It was just writing too dry. So I decided to put it on another pen, which you'll see in a little bit. But this is a really pretty color. Oh, by the way, guys, I am swatching in Tomoe River paper. Okay, let's take a look. And this one, I actually inked it up in my Twisby Eco, the white one. And this one has a medium nib. And I actually put like the tiniest drop of white lightning. And I really, really love the way it writes now. I mean, the ink itself. Okay. This ink shades so nicely. I really love it. And I don't usually gravitate towards light colors, but this one I really like. I like how it shades. Okay, take a look and the next one. Okay, let me get this real quick here. Okay, this one is also a sample. This is Wearing Girls Jane Air. And when I was looking for samples, I was looking for different dusky purples. I have a lot of dark purples. And this one, I was like, I saw, was it Queen Allium on Karina's swatching? And I'm like, man, I really want that, but I have a hard time finding it. So I was looking at alternative colors and I'm like, okay, this is a pretty color. So I grabbed a sample. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna end up getting an actual bottle for it, but this is the one I inked up in my Benu Talisman Sakura. Oh, and I also got my new medium nib from Gold Spot. I changed it. It's a little juicy, which I know is what I wanted anyway. That's why I purchased an extra nib for it. Um, but maybe these two are not the best pairing because the wearing goal for me is a wet writing ink. And since the Benu medium nib is also a wet writer, maybe it's not the perfect combination, but I really like it. I really prefer writing in medium nib. I don't know why. I started with extra fine, went up to a fine, tried a medium, and I'm like, ew, this is too juicy. But then I'm like, oh my god, it writes so smooth. I really love it. Okay, our fourth ink. Our fourth ink is actually one of my favorites. Um, Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm trying to clean something here. Okay, you can see how beautiful this one shades. This was my first Inkabara ink, and this is called Brown Gray, and I inked it up with one of my favorite pens, my Esterbrook ST Winter White. I believe that's what it's called. Um, and it also has a medium nib. I really, really love this pen. This one and my 1911L with a 21K nib are my two favorite pens. I didn't know that I like cigar shaped pens until I used those two. But anyway, I really like this color. Um, it almost have like a slight shade of lavender when it dries, like brown gray lavender. Hopefully, it shows up once it dries, but I really like this. And the next one we have our Ferris wheel press ink, and this one is in Peter Moss. Um, you know, when I got this, I think I ordered Moss Bark by mistake the first time, and I'm like, how come this is so light or lighter than what I expected? Because I wanted like a deeper green, and I'm like, oh well, it's because I ordered the wrong color. So then I got um this other one, the Peter Moss, and I really really like it. And this one I actually inked it up, and it's been inked for a month now, and I haven't even, I'm not gonna finish it anytime soon because I actually put it in the Asvine V126, and it was a vacuum filled. This is one of my first vacuum fill pens, and I didn't know how to use it, guys. So I just sucked the whole tube of ink, and now I'm like, okay, I don't want to clean it. I don't want to waste what I put in there. So I've been using it for more than a month now, and so far I really like it, both the pen and the ink. And this one is actually in a fine nib, but this is a wet writer, you guys. So if you like pens that has a little bit of a broader strokes, try the Asvine. I think I got it for like 28 bucks over at Amazon. Oops, there's my kitty cat. I don't know if you can hear her. Okay, let's take a look in here. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 now, and the last one is actually a new ink for me. It's Monteverde's Strawberry Shortcake, one of their, I think it's like the Sweet Life collection. I really wanted a fun ink, but not red, but also not like bright orange. So I think this is like the middle ground. And this is a nice color, but you guys, let me just say that this ink is wet. And when I mean wet, not like a wet writer, but it bleeds through on most of my paper. Like it bleeds through my Hobonichi Weeks, and I don't love that, but it is a beautiful color. And this month I inked it up in my one and only Pilot Vanishing Point Decimo. And I believe this colorway is called Champagne. This is my first fountain pen. My husband actually gave me this one. He's been into fountain pens longer, way, way, way longer than I have. Like I would say around 15, 16 years now. And he has a black vanishing point that he wanted me to try, and finally got it. I said I wanted a pink one, and this is the closest pink one. But anyway, you guys, let's take a look in here. They're still a little bit wet. I wanted to mix in some happy colors in this month's pairings. It still snows in our area right now, so I wanted some color in my life, even if it's just inks. But these are my six colors for the month of March. And then this one, they're almost dry. Oh, look at that wrinkle. And that Inkabara brown gray. Oh, well, they're also beautiful. But I think I'm going to be using that Benu and that ST a lot this month. Okay, well, that's it, you guys. I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.